Hey YouTube. Let me see. Okay, let's try it again. Hey YouTube, how you doing? It'd be nice if I can leave the light off. Let me see. Okay. Well, I'm playing with this new computer, but y'all remember about a couple months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, I had went to the Salvation Army and I'd seen this great big old beautiful Apple computer, right? It looked like a new computer. I said, well, it was marked for 75 bucks. I didn't need a computer. I have too many now. I have a couple in my closet. But I said, how can I resist? It's 75 bucks, right? No, my face is not dirty, but my allergies are wearing my ass out. Anyway, so I bought this computer, and maybe somebody can learn something from this. It just turned out to be a positive experience. So I bought this computer for $75 in the Salvation Army, right? And when I got it home, I rearranged my house and everything to set up this thing to use the big computer. And I discovered it was too slow. And since I bought it from the Salvation Army, even though it appeared to be a new computer, I call it the Big Mac, it was useless to me because it was too slow and I couldn't update it. I could not get the updates to get the speed up. Anyway, so a couple of days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, I went to this neighborhood where I never go. A spirit told me for some reason to go down this street where I never go. Not far from my house, but I never go down there. And no bus runs down there. You know, I'm in San Francisco. Yes, people in big cities, they do ride public transportation. So don't go there, Mr. Anyway, so I got over there and I saw this antique store. I thought I had seen that out of peripheral of my vision in someone's car months ago. So I said, let me go and see if that store's over there. I feel like blowing some money. What the hell? I go over there, and right across the street from this antique store, I did find the store, is this computer place, computer repair shop. And they have in the window, just like a restaurant. You know, at restaurants sometimes they put the menu in the front window of all their food and whatever, and the prices and all that. And right on there it says, let me see, restoring Apple computers, some shit like that. Something that drew me in there. So I called Uber and went home and got this computer, took it in there, and for $130 they fixed this damn computer. So it's like a new Apple computer. I did hear a little popping in the sound thing, but I think that's more about my microphone than anything else. We have to work on that. But yeah, so the dude fixed it, $130. He took it down to where it's in my name, my password. I can update it, everything on it. It's like a new computer. So $200. What was it? $205. I got a new computer, or newish. I don't know what year it is. Looks new. Anyway, so today I want to speak about. I want to sing congratulations. Congratulations, Wally. Y'all want to know what I'm congratulating him on? No, it's not a marriage, birthday, nothing like that. Wally, I think this has been the fastest mute campaign I've ever experienced on YouTube. Wally was muted for 2 days. What the hell? I thought Mr. Wilson went on here. Whatever. Mr. Wilson, I'm saying your name. I thought he went on here and told us that we are supposed to mute Wally. Everybody, don't use Wally's name. Don't say nothing about Wally. Ignore Wally and all this kind of shit, right? And when he said that, I'm saying, girl, that's your content. How the hell you gonna mute your content? Lo and behold, Jay Wilson mutes Wally for 2 days. You got to have balls to mute, honey. I mean, you got honey. I don't think Wilson has much content outside of these beef stuff. So I guess Wally's off mute now because his name is all ablaze. So you guys are using each other for content. Wasn't it just a couple of days ago when the police were being called and everybody's going down to the courthouse and all this kind of stuff? People, why don't y'all stop playing like this? Now, was it even 2 months ago, everybody was signing petitions, everybody was saying that the VS was the worst thing since murder. that VS was calling people's jobs, VS was getting people in trouble, VS was going to people's churches, VS was doing all this shit. And now you guys are doing the very same thing you accused this woman of being the devil for. Now you're all doing the same thing. Instead of shunning VS, you've adapted her ways. So now people are actually calling the police. Okay, Timothy, you said you don't want Wilson using your name. Why are you using his? Here you go and being messy. Okay. I'm just a human being. What did I get offended by this time? Let's see. Oh, all this talk about what they call themselves attacking Wiley, right? But all this throwing up people's jail records and prison records and things like that, I find it very inappropriate. It kind of pisses me off, really. Why are you going into people's past and digging up what they've done in the past? What have they done? What are they doing now, honey? Judge a person by their current actions, not by what they did in the past. If they went to jail for something, that means they paid the price for that particular thing, right? Or they wouldn't let them out until they felt like the debt had been paid to society. So now I told you there was an attempt to try to intimidate me. I don't know, mute me, shut me up. By talking about my prison record. But I'm not ashamed of mine. Life is short. You get old, all you do is think about what you've done, so you can't just make up shit. I mean, I would love to talk about going to Paris or, Spain, somewhere exotic. That ain't the truth. You got to tell the truth. The truth has got to enter in, right? You got to tell the truth. That's all you got. So anyway, yeah, so I take offense to these people bringing up people's past records and police records and stuff like that. Black people, we got to get over this shit. One of our main things that we vote for as African Americans is prison reform, right? We don't think people should be treated unfairly. We don't think people should be take their votes taken away because they did a crime when they were 17. We say we believe all these things, and then who are the first people to go and throwing somebody's police record up in somebody's face? Y'all gonna learn about playing with these goddamn police. Remember, these police are the same ones that kill black people, right? Weren't you protesting that last year? Black Lives Matter all over the whole country. When we saying then, don't trust the police. Now they calling the police on each other. That ain't no joke. When you call the police on somebody, do you know that person, they might have done something and forgot about it. They wrote a check 10 years ago. Your ass gonna send the police to their house, and them people gonna run a background check, and that damn check they wrote 10 years ago comes up. You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. You don't know if you can call the police, send them to Wally's house while he's on his manic states and start tearing up shit, and the police shoot him. They could kill him. We all know about that library situation. I'm not making fun of the library situation, but I'm just saying, if the wrong cop walked up on a person like that or a situation like that, that person could be killed. Stop playing with these damn police. They are not your friends, honey. You have a real problem. Somebody just robbed you by gunpoint. Call the police. I'm not saying we pay the same tax. We should be able to call for the same services. But it's just calling people on this. Did Wilson say yesterday? Maybe I didn't hear this right. This child said that while he had went to three sites on YouTube. I mean, 3 sites on YouTube where he was in the chat, right? He called the police, went down to file a police report against Wally for stalking. Online now. Not coming to his house, not showing up on his job. Going to if I was boy, you people ain't never been in jail. You just don't have respect. You don't have respect for what that is. We don't call the police on people for bullshit. Yes, there are sensitive situations where you need the cops. Somebody outside of your house, somebody does something to your child, somebody does something to your wife, your husband, whatever. And I strongly believe in the fact you should be able to arm yourself within your house to protect your family. But we don't just go and say to somebody follow a couple of websites. You acting like white people. There weren't people bitching about this barbecue Becky last year, a few months ago. Oh, they called the police on black people for nothing. Oh, they called the police because they were selling lemonade. Oh, they called the police. How in the hell is this any different? You calling police because somebody followed you to another page on YouTube? What the fuck is that? People, you have to realize something. Black folks have a real problem with the police. A real serious problem with cops. I am not hating on cops because I don't encounter them anymore. But that's not people you need to be playing with and fucking with. Leave them people out of this petty bullshit online. You were just going to mute the person a couple of days ago. You lasted not even 2 days on your mute. Right? So you change your mind. You make police report, you don't change your mind. Now they say he got 5. I don't even want to think about that shit. Anyway. People, when you don't have content, and maybe this is my issue today. You don't have content, you start eating on each other like sharks. You start eating each other up because you have something to talk about. No one is as blatant with it as Mr. Wilson, because I believe he made 7 videos yesterday. 7 videos yesterday. Only one more time, please. It just sounds so good coming out of my mouth. He made 7 videos yesterday. The majority of them all containing material about Wiley. Why? Because he has no content. So when he realized, oh shit, if I mute Wally, if I don't have him to talk about, what the hell am I going to talk about? I don't review movies. I don't review TV shows. I don't cover sports. I don't do anything. I just go off on Wally. That's my content. That's pitiful. Particularly when you want to be on 9, 10 hours a day. 7 videos in one day, many of them stretching over an hour. I mean, how many days are there when you're not asleep in a day? They had to unlock Wale from his punishment to continue to beef with him. It's crazy. It is crazy. But I thought I'd add my 2 cents to that. Sit down, get yourself a piece of paper, figure out what you like, what you don't like, and figure out what is going to be your content. Now, I don't mind beefing. I don't mind sometimes going and just giving my opinion. I can do that every once in a while. But that can't be the only food on your plate, honey. You got to have more of a menu than that. You can't just wake up and figure out who can I attack today. That's not content. That's people eating on each other. You're feeding off of each other. I think it's pretty disgusting myself. Am I totally innocent? Oh, no. I'm just as messy as the next queen. And sissy. So I understand you want to have a beef with somebody, but just be patient. There'll come a time, they'll come along, you won't be able to help it, and you'll be in a beef with somebody. So just enjoy those moments. And stop making up shit. If you go put somebody, you go have a mute Wally campaign, it should last more than 2 days, I think. And you should be the one to end it, right? 2 days. My mother had this problem, right? Now, I wasn't a horrible child. When we lived in the projects, I was a terrible child. I used to go stealing all day long with all me and my friends did was stealing. And since I was trying to cover up my sexuality, I always stole more than anybody else because I had to blend with the group. The only way to blend for me to blend with the group, I had to do more wild things than anybody else in the projects. So I always stole more than anybody. I stayed in trouble, right? And then we moved out of the project. My mother bought a house. We moved out of there, all my old friends and all that kind of stuff. I didn't really get in trouble anymore. But what am I talking about? Oh, it's right. Anyway. So my mother, I think I was about 13 when we moved out of projects. My mother, she couldn't hit me no more because I was getting to be so big. I towered over her. So I don't think she felt all that secure trying to hit me with a belt or extension cord. So what she started to do, started putting me on punishment. Whenever I messed up in school or whatever I did, terrorizing my little sisters, I used to love that. I got put on punishment, right? Get in there, nigga, you'll be in there for a month. Don't come out of that goddamn room for a month. She wouldn't even last a day. She was weak in that area. Now, she could wield a extension cord, a belt. She could do that. But when it came to putting somebody on punishment, She never made it more than a day. So even when she told me I was not going to use the phone for a year, I'll be on it that same night. This is what this child do it. If you're going to be muting people, be serious. Stop playing in these damn streets. If you guys are acting like, oh, this woman, what was this woman's name? Miss Beverly. She was offended. I got offended when you kept calling her that old lady. Because she's 63, I'm 61. Hell, fuck about girl. I'm not fragile in the mind. Anyway, they just drugged this woman's name and used her up for content. Somebody said something to her. That was so disgusting. And guess what? The next day, it was gone. I thought this was such an egregious situation that we all had to not only mute Wally, but call the police on him and file charges. Next day, they're talking about something else. Let's not be the joke of YouTube, black people, this sector of black people listening to me. Let's not just become a joke, and particularly stop playing with the police. You're going to learn about playing with the police. And don't be sending them over that boy's house. Y'all already know he's unstable. Y'all saw how he acts online. They then went down there to the police station and showed the police Wally, this famous library scenario where he's tearing shit up. People are going to take that, okay, he's dangerous. It could happen. You already said the boy is not all that stable. What happens when he resists arrest? Happy Saturday, people. Enough said.